Okay guys, just pulled up at TNN Automotive. TNN stands for Tanis Nolan Naidu, just going behind the scenes. So a bit of a backstory, you guys. We live in East Gippsland, but we work in Melbourne, unfortunately. So we are a husband-wife duo, and we've been running TNN for the past 8 years?
9 years.
9 years? So Nolan's going to give you a bit of insight to the weekend.
On the weekend, I took a couple of guys out fishing, well, one of them is 30 years my senior, and I'm 43. So he's young at age, you know. He looks after my property during the week when I'm not there. And he's a very fit old man, I tell you. And the other person, he's legally blind, so he doesn't get many opportunities to go out and fish. So when I'm up there, most of the time I fish alone. I'm with my younger daughter, Alyssa. Some of y'all would see that in a couple of the videos. But every now and then I'm on my own, and you know, if I can take them with me, it's not a big thing for me. I'll take them fishing with me, and they have a day out for a change. So Neil's constantly working. He's always working. So when I get home, you know, I like to get him away from work a little bit. So I get him to go fishing with me, and we enjoy each other's company. He does help me, and we help each other.
But I'm pretty sure people are eager to know, and before you start with your tools, tell everyone how you met Neil.
When we first moved to East Gippsland, I was fishing at a place called French's Narrows. I'll put a map of the areas that I fish and you know, the locations. Now, again, the fish move around. I don't actually give GPS marks because that's not going to make better fishermen, but I'll tell you what to look for when you're going up that areas. And I was fishing with, funny enough, with Alyssa at French's Narrows, and Neil happened to be walking over from the other side, which is the surf side. I was fishing the lake side of it, or the backwaters of the lake. And Neil walked down, and we struck a conversation, and you know, decided to hook up for a fish. And Neil's been a better part of our lives for the whole time of being up there. Really, really the only one, really. Yeah, we just hit it off, and we've been fishing since together.
Awesome.
And
awesome.
He's a really nice guy. Oh, is Sido? Sido's a really nice guy.
And we actually met Sido through Neil.
I met Sido through Neil, yes. So Sido and I weren't mates before I met Neil. Really good, funny blokes to be around, especially on the boat in a confined space. A lot of laughter goes on there.
I'll be editing that video soon, guys, so you better like, subscribe, stay tuned, because that will be loading this week.
Yeah.
And let me just tell you, I've got to do a whole lot of editing because there's a lot of raw footage on there.
So there's a couple of things. Sido's never caught a yellow eye mullet. And this video, you'll see him catching a yellow eye mullet, and I've never seen someone that happy catching a yellow eye mullet.
Actually, my older daughter Kaylee said, "Mom, you know, even though Sido is impaired, she couldn't help but notice how happy he was, and just seeing the reaction on his face was like priceless." And look, that's the type of people we are. Like, if we can help people out to, you know, get out, do something.
I'll be honest with you.
That's the most rewarding thing ever.
Look, I'm going to be honest, right? I've never met two more inspirational people, you know, in my life.
Sure.
For sure.
For sure.
One of them is 70, the other's impaired. They get around with absolutely no complaints. I've never heard a complaint from
I've
Neil.
never heard a complaint from Neil. Like this Saturday that passed, Neil got up in the morning, went fishing with Nolan, then came back, did more work in the yard, our yard, and then spent the afternoon cleaning fish.
Yeah. We had dinner together.
Had dinner together. It was a nice night.
And it was a really good night. And I'm just glad that they were able to just relax and have a bit of fun on the weekend for a change.
It's so awesome to watch. Like, I don't know. It's so rewarding to watch people just have fun and just do simple things. You know, you don't need to have a lot to have fun.
Yeah,
really.
Definitely.
And just a little bit more of a backstory. So TNN, we started TNN 9 years ago. Husband-wife duo, no employees. Nolan works by himself, has been for the past 9 years. He's the owner mechanic, he's hands-on, and that's how we've been running it for the past 9 years. So more than happy for you guys to check us out. We're on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and you can see the type of work we do on there as well. But I think Nolan would want to be doing more fishing than fixing cars.
Here's the thing. I'm not the guy that goes and chases all your, top-end fishing, like marlin and tuna and all of that. I'm a bread and butter kind of guy. I'd love to do that, but I just don't have the time between work, traveling up and down. Kids.
Got a year 12 that's doing VCE, and we've got one in year 7.
Yeah, so I'm not
life is
at
busy.
that stage of my life now when I can do stuff like that. So it doesn't bother me. I like my bread and butter species. We go out, we get a feed. We share feed a lot. We give a lot of our fish away.
So for those of you who are saying, oh, you got too many fish, don't worry about it. We'll sort it out. We always give fish away.
Yeah.
That's one thing we always do.
I give a lot of the fish that we catch away. In fact, I've got some trivact for one of my mates' mums.
They love their fish.
They love their fish.
Shout out to
Bruno and Andre Pincer from Architectural Metal Precision. They do guttering and roofing and stuff like that. Really nice boys. Love the guys. They fish. They'll be featuring in one of the videos coming up, because we plan on going out for a snapper fish this week at some stage.
Oh, this week is it? Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yep. So,
now, going back to this video that's coming up.
Yeah. So that's Neil and Sido on the weekend fishing for. Yellow eye mullet was the target species, but we did get a few bonus fish. I call it bonus fish because we weren't actually targeting them. And those of y'all will watch me targeting brim and ludwig and stuff like that. But this wasn't one of those times where we were targeting brim. We just wanted to leave them alone and catch a bit of yellow eye mullet. But we, like I said, we ended up with 2 very nice brim, 3 very nice ludwig, and we kept 46 yellow eye mullet between 3 of us. And if you watch the video, we would have put the same amount of fish back. So the limit for yellow eye mullet is 20 per person. So we could have 60 fish, but I wasn't going to clean 60 fish.
And Sido was so grateful because
Yeah.
you had cleaned everything and given it to them too. So.
Well, I didn't expect him to clean it, being impaired, visually impaired. So cleaned a bit of fish for him. Dropped it off at his place because he had visitors coming over, so he couldn't join us for dinner.
And also,
Or else he would have.
Yeah, but also, like, if people want to target yellow eye, because it's in such
It's in abundance.
abundance.
There's shitloads of them. You could fish for them every day for the next
I guess
7
I guess I'm asking, do you guys want to see start to finish the
yellow
whole
eye mullet.
Yeah, start to finish how you would go about targeting, what you'd look for, the areas you'd look for them, because
they're
pretty good eating.
Yeah, they're good. They're very nice when they're fresh. Even if you take the fillets out and you vacuum seal them and put them in the freezer, they freeze exceptionally well in that situation. Okay, got some parts here. Beautiful, thank you. So,
Ryko.
service kit, that's for the 4-wheel drive. So on. Yeah, so yellow eye mullet, they're there in abundance. If you're gonna come up to Gippsland, only to fish for broom.
And no, guys, if you're coming up to Gippsland, give us a holler because we would love to meet up with you guys.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we've been in Gippsland for what? East Gippsland for
5 years.
For almost 5 years.
But
like
I've
I
been
said,
fishing Gippsland for probably around 12 years.
and we live up there, but we work in Melbourne, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's the way life is. But yeah, well, look, one day we'll be up there full time and just fishing. That'll be nice. Dream come true. That's a dream. Send a shout out to Wendy from Obos Bait and Tackle. I get my worms off them. So if you're in town passing through Obos, guys, Obos Bait and Tackle, see Wendy and her husband. They used to be in Bairnsdale. Some of you all will still know them. Quality worms. Don't mind paying for those worms. Usually I pump my own worms, but sometimes I'm not leaving Melbourne on a Friday till about 7 o'clock. So it's a bit, wake up in the morning, pump worms and then fish. I just want to fish, so I'll buy the worms from Wendy. Normally I'll give Wendy a call and let her know that I need a couple of boxes. She delivers it to my door, so it's pretty good. So yeah, big shout out to them. Shout out to Neil and Sido as well.
They're hanging out for that video. I better get working.
I know they're hanging out for the video, so I got to send them the link straight away. So yeah, give it a thumbs up, guys, if you like what we do. Give us a like, consider subscribing. You don't have to, just watch the video if you want, but it does help if you subscribe. And we'd like to do more videos of this. Actually, somewhere along the line, I'm going to put Sido onto his first snapper as well.
Yes, that'll be awesome.
He's going to make the trip down and we're going to take him out for snapper.
And I need to get onto my first snapper too.
Yes.
That's the other thing. And I think
Alyssa's got a snapper.
And Kaylee?
Kaylee has it. So we'll just stay tuned, guys, and we'll
catch
be
you on the
bringing you
next
heaps more
one.
videos. There you go. What's happening, mate?
Yeah, not bad, man. Not bad, not bad. What's happening?
You on the road?
No. I'm sorry.
Oh, you on site?
I got a phone call from Alex about tomorrow.
You got the call? We are making plans to go chase some snapper tomorrow night. The weather's looking promising. Conditions are favorable. It would be a hit and miss because it is early season snapper. We're in September, which is not really, well, they are there, but it's not the season, you know. It's not going nuts, but we're trying to get an early season snapper. So, maybe 2 or 3 trips till we put a fish in the boat, but you gotta be in it to win it. So we'll go out and give it a shot. Tomorrow's conditions, what I'm looking for is wind with tide. We got a running out tide, but tomorrow we do have the wind in the opposite direction, so it's a southerly. But the tide is running fast, so the tide will take over the wind. The wind is 0 to 5 k's an hour, so the tide will keep us facing the direction that we need to face and fish. So tomorrow night would probably be the best night to do it, given the conditions. So hopefully, yeah, we'll see what we get. Either way, I'll be going, so it doesn't matter. So whether people join us or not, it's one of those things. But either way, I will be chasing some snapper tomorrow night. So we'll keep you all informed.